You're smart, you have a great career. And you make good decisions, so why does it feel like you are bleeding money? There is one painful mistake high earners make daily, and it costs them millions over a lifetime. You're smart, you have a great career, and you make solid decisions. So why does it still feel like your money is slipping away? It's not small expenses, it's not lifestyle choices. It's one mistake almost every high earner makes. Without even realizing it, you're trading your time for things that quietly lose value. And over years, that trade costs more than money. It costs freedom. Meet Chloe. On paper, she's doing everything right. Smart, ambitious, hiring, and now, she's about to take a major step forward. Moving to Ireland for a prestigious master's program. New country, new environment, surrounded by high-achieving, driven people. It's exciting, but it also comes with pressure. Because suddenly, Chloe isn't just focused on learning. She's thinking about how she's perceived, how she fits in, how she compares, how she presents herself in a room full of equally successful people. And that's where things start to shift. At first, it's subtle. She upgrades her wardrobe, buys better tech, chooses convenience over cost, nothing extreme. Just small decisions that help her feel like she belongs. But then it escalates, a brand new car, not because she needed it, but because it felt right for her new identity. Top-tier gadgets, not just for utility, but because everyone around her had them. Designer clothes, not for function, but for confidence and perception, and each purchase made sense. In the moment, I deserve this. This is the level I'm at now. This helps me fit in. But here's what Chloe didn't realize. She wasn't just spending money, she was trading her time and effort for things that started losing value the moment she bought them. The car began depreciating immediately, the tech became outdated within months. The clothes lost their novelty after a few wears, but the money she used, that represented hours of work, years of effort, opportunities she could have invested instead. And slowly, without noticing, Chloe fell into a pattern, using high income to maintain a high image. From the outside, she looked successful, confident, established, thriving. But financially, she wasn't building anything. She was converting valuable, hard-earned income into things that quietly lost value over time. Because she wasn't just trying to live well, she was trying to keep up with a version of success that was never clearly defined. Chloe's situation looks like success, but financially, it's a trap. Because she's buying things that look valuable, but are actually liabilities disguised as assets. And that distinction is everything. An asset puts money back into your life. A liability takes money out of your life, continuously. The problem, modern life blurs that line. A new car feels like an upgrade, but in reality, it starts losing value the moment you drive it away. Insurance, maintenance, depreciation, all pulling money out. Expensive tech feels productive, but within months, it's outdated. Designer clothes feel like confidence, but their value fades quickly after the first few uses. So what Chloe thinks she's doing is investing in a better lifestyle, but what she's actually doing is converting her income into things that shrink in value. And here's the painful part most people miss. That money isn't just money, it represents her time. Hours of work, years of effort, energy she never get back. So every purchase isn't just a transaction. It's a trade. She's trading finite time for objects with declining value. And when that pattern repeats, it creates a silent drain. Because while her income is high, her ability to build real wealth is being eroded. Not by one big mistake, but by consistent, justified decisions. That's the real problem. It's not that Chloe is reckless. It's that she's operating under a flawed belief that owning expensive things means she's moving forward, when in reality, she's working hard to maintain an image, instead of building something that actually grows. Because true wealth isn't what you can buy today. It's what continues to work for you tomorrow. What's driving Chloe's decisions isn't lack of intelligence, it's a powerful psychological mix-up. We confuse being rich with being wealthy, and they are not the same thing. Being rich is about what you can spend right now. It's visible, the car, the clothes, the lifestyle. It signals success to the outside world. And every time Chloe buys something that upgrades her image, she gets a small hit of dopamine. Approval, confidence, a sense of belonging. Especially in a new environment, surrounded by high achievers, that feeling becomes even more important. Because now it's not just about comfort. It's about fitting in, but wealth is invisible. It's the money you don't spend. It's assets quietly growing in the background, investments compounding over time. Savings that give you options. No one sees it, no one applauds it. But it gives you something far more valuable. Control. And here's where the trap deepens. Society constantly rewards the appearance of success. You get noticed for what you drive, what you wear, what you show, not for what you've saved, not for what you've invested, not for what you've built quietly. So your brain starts optimizing for visibility, for signals, for proof that you belong. That's exactly what Chloe is responding to. She's not just buying things. She's buying validation, and validation is addictive. Because every time it works, you want to repeat it. But here's the cost. While she's chasing the feeling of being rich, she's delaying the process of becoming wealthy. Because every dollar spent on maintaining an image is a dollar not building her future. That's the shift most people never make. Stop asking, does this make me look successful? Start asking, does this move me closer to freedom? Because in the long run, looking rich gets attention, but being wealthy, that's what gives you the ability to live life on your own terms. Pause for a second, and actually do this. Look around your room right now. Your phone, your clothes, your gadgets, your furniture. Now ask yourself one simple question. How many of these could you sell today for the same price you paid? Not what they felt like they were worth, not what they meant to you, but what the market would actually pay right now. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Most of those items, they've already lost a significant portion of their value. Some the moment you bought them, which means you didn't just spend money, you converted something valuable into something that depreciates over time. And once you see that clearly, another question shows up. How many of your past purchases were building your future? And how many were just temporary satisfaction? Because that awareness, that slight discomfort you feel right now, that's the starting point of making better financial decisions going forward. Chloe didn't change overnight. There was no sudden breakthrough, just a moment of clarity. One day, after a long week, she paused and asked herself something uncomfortable. What am I actually working for? She was putting in 50 hours a week. But when she looked at where her money was going, the answer hit hard. Car payments, expensive tech, clothes she rarely wore, everything she worked for was losing value the moment she bought it. That's when it clicked. She wasn't building wealth. She was funding depreciation, trading her time, the most limited resource she has, for things that were guaranteed to be worth less tomorrow. And once she saw that clearly, she couldn't unsee it. So instead of trying to budget better, she changed the direction of her money. She stopped chasing status. No more buying things just to fit in. No more upgrading just because she could. And she redirected that same money into something different. Assets, specifically simple index funds. Nothing flashy, nothing that gets attention, but something that does one thing consistently: grow over time. Now, every dollar she invested wasn't disappearing. It was working, compounding quietly in the background. And something even more important happened. Her mindset shifted. Before, money left her life the moment she earned it. Now, it started staying, growing, building momentum. She went from asking, what can I buy with this, to how can this buy me more freedom later? And over time, that shift changed everything. Because Chloe didn't just increase her net worth, she started buying back her future. Less pressure, more control, more options. She traded the illusion of wealth for something far more powerful: the ability to choose how she lives her life. Here's the shift Chloe made, and it changes everything. Stop trading hours of your life for things that lose value the moment you own them. Because every purchase isn't just money. It's time, your time. And once that time is gone, you don't get it back. So the real question becomes, is this purchase paying me back, or slowly draining me? That's the difference between an asset and a liability. An asset works for you. It grows. It compounds. It gives you more options over time. A liability, it does the opposite. It takes your money, your attention, your energy, and gives you less in return. And once you start seeing money this way, your decisions change automatically, because true financial intelligence isn't about earning more. It's about knowing what deserves your time and what doesn't. Let's be honest for a second. What's the one purchase you made that felt like a smart move at the time, but turned out to be a mistake, the one that looked like an upgrade, but quietly drained your money, time, or energy? Drop it in the comments, no judgment, because those painful lessons are usually the ones that teach the most, and someone reading your answer might avoid making the exact same mistake you already learned from.